Ronald McDonald House, we always say, is a home away from home for families. And really what it provides is, rather than going back to a hotel room after a really tough day at the hospital, where families have been watching their children with tubes in their bodies and just, drained emotionally, they come back to what is actually a home.
Ronald McDonald House Charities is a network of local chapters and a charity that provides a place for families to get better while their child is nearby at a children's hospital.
This isn't clear, then confusion and the doubts you hide. Up and walk away, they walk away. When a heart breaks.
My sister was my best friend. I was always her big sister. She was always doing what I had to do, and of course it was frustrating when you were younger, but the more you grow up, the more you start to appreciate it. After months of trying to figure out what's wrong with her, they found out that she had a huge grapefruit-sized tumor in her hip bone. And so they went in, they tried to kill it with chemo, and she went through rounds and rounds of chemo, and nothing seemed to help. So they went in and they took her hip bone actually out. She was in the process of getting prosthetic, and at that time, that's when the cancer just started to take over her body and kind of shut down all of her systems. So she passed away a week before her 16th birthday, unfortunately, but I had 16 great years with her. So. Where we lived at the time, we were in Pennsylvania, and where she was being treated was Walter Reed and Johns Hopkins, which is over in the Baltimore area, which unfortunately that was about 3 hours away with traffic. And when we had first started going in there, Bethany was being treated 5 times a week with her chemotherapy, and it was like 2 weeks on, 1 week off, so it was a lot of time. Being able to stay at the Ronald McDonald House, that was 6 hours a day that we got to spend with Bethany, when those last moments count.
ADPI, first of all, has just been an enormous partner for us since 1979. It's been amazing. Everything from volunteer work, whether it's making meals or doing arts and crafts or conducting fundraisers, and they become very significant fundraisers that really help our local chapters.
When we look at partnering with organizations, we actually use ADPI as the model. ADPI, the involvement both locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally is a great model that we use when we go out and look for other partners.
I think what's really amazing about the Ronald McDonald House Charity System is that you contribute on one level, whether you're contributing in your community, is that you're actually impacting a system that serves children worldwide. And we have just numerous programs which are all focused on helping the family find those stability and resources that they need to make their child healthy and happpi.
One of the most precious things to me about Alpha Delta Pi is that as members, we are given the opportunity to make a difference with the Ronald McDonald House. It has been the most amazing experience of my life because these women have stepped in. They stepped in when I needed a sister.
The stories that we get, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter, from the ADPI sisters are just amazing, because I think they get as much out of the relationship with the Ronald McDonald House as do the families.
One of my favorite things that we do every year is our annual volleyball tournament. It's beach volleyball. People are always wondering, what are you guys doing this for? And thinking it's just for us, or the money is going back to us personally. And they're just thrilled when you hear it's for the Ronald McDonald House.
For every action that the ADPI does, whether again it's making a meal, or it's cleaning up around the house, or just being there to kind of bright and smiley and around the families, is that it gives that mother, the fathers, relief, so they're able to give 100% of themselves to their child.
I would never have dreamed X number of years ago that we would have accomplished what we've had through our involvement with the Ronald McDonald House.
I know that no matter where I go, no matter what I'm involved with, Ronald McDonald House is something that I'm going to hold dear to my heart forever. I will be a volunteer there, I will be donating some way, because you just have a huge appreciation for it when you've had to use the resource before. And I lost my sister, but I gained 67.